Hey you guys, it is Thursday night, so we are live. So what is it that we are going to be discussing tonight? I actually talked about this a while ago. I was asking you guys if you wanted to discuss it. It was a long time ago, and I'm finally getting around to it tonight. So we are discussing, I posted the title as Patty Perfect. You know, the mom that you see that the children's clothes are always perfect and the dinners are always on the table and her perfect family and her perfect life and her perfect husband and her perfect children, and she's sitting there so calm and cool as your children are running around and doing all these things that you're running and screaming and saying, "Get over here!" So I thought that it would be a pretty funny topic to dive into tonight. So certainly there were many times that, as I will refer to, Patty Perfect sort of looked at me, judged me as my son was having a sensory overload or any number of different things that were happening. So I actually remember we were in Boca Town Center and we got kicked out of a shoe store. Really? Like, are you kidding me? I don't know. Spencer couldn't keep his hands to himself or something like that. Hi, Cher. So anyway, it's the judgy mom that sort of gives you that evil eye and sort of, you know, what to do. Or if the mom that looks so put together isn't even giving you the evil eye, but you are feeling judged within yourself. So how to deal with that? So number one, I will tell you, you know, I have been doing private coaching now for several years, and let me first say that the people who you think have their shit together do not. So don't be fooled. I had a pediatrician walk out on me and Aiden. I mean, seriously. I mean, literally got kicked out of a shoe store in Boca Town Center. Like, really? Proud parenting moment. So I'm here to say that the people that you see on the street and those people, the perfect moms who have the perfect outfits picked out and their children always have their act together and they've got it going on, I am here to literally guarantee you and tell you for a fact that those people might actually be more messed up than like us regular people, and that they are dealing with a whole nother set of issues that oftentimes we can't even imagine. And so I want to just put everyone's mind at ease so that they understand that, like, seriously, these people do have problems. And I know it seems like when we walk by them that they don't, but I'm here to, like, guarantee you that they do. So I think particularly, and I've touched on this in the past, that we look at Facebook particularly and look at the cover photos, and we always have to make sure that we are getting the perfect cover photo and the perfect profile picture and have our kids all look perfect. And so anybody that I'm friends with personally on Facebook, which I think is like all of you, I purposefully put up a picture of my kids and I looking completely messed up and smashed up and in a true blue amazing moment that we were having in our house. And I did it on purpose to show that those are the things that should be our Facebook cover pictures, because it's oftentimes those of us who feel the most judged and the most insecure that actually are the ones that have it together the most. We're willing to sort of ask for help. We're willing to put it out there, and our life is more than a show. And a lot of times these people really are just about what it looks like. And if you dig a little deeper underneath, you may find nothing. You may find really twisted stuff. So anytime you're feeling that way, I want you to remember these words and these stories that I'm telling you. And then the other thing is that we oftentimes look at other families and other relationships, other children, and we measure ours by that. And I have a trick for everyone. When you're looking at somebody's husband and say they have the perfect marriage, or if you look at a family and you say they have perfect children, and I hate that word perfect, but this is really what our society sounds like. They have perfect children. I want you to understand that oftentimes it's the way that these people look at their husbands or look at their children. So what does that mean? No one is perfect. Every single person, including us, our children, our spouses, we have assets and we have deficiencies. So if you see what looks like a perfect marriage, what you may see are spouses that highlight the assets and diminish the deficiencies. So a good example of that would be Spencer. And when he was in first grade, obviously this is something I've dealt with really his entire life. He was different, and he was always marched to the beat of his own drum. And I had choices very early on whether I wanted to accept it or sort of go against it. And when Spencer came home from school in first grade and he said, I'm going to play the cello. And I was, as much as I had accepted that my son was autistic and maybe not going to be the quarterback of the football team, I didn't realize that we were, going in that direction. And he came home and he said, I'm going to play the cello. And the first thing I thought of was, okay, so lacrosse is definitely out of the picture. Got it. And then the second thing I thought was, seriously, the cello, it couldn't be like the violin. It had to be the cello. The only thing bigger is a bass. The thing was bigger than Spencer. Like, now I have to actually have a physical, gigantic reminder that my son is different than I thought. And early on, I really, really learned to embrace this about Spencer. And I made it cool. I made it cool to be a cellist. And rather than sort of hide from it and say, Spencer plays cello, I was like, yeah, my son rocks. He plays cello. And so I boasted loud and proud. And all of a sudden, it was cool. Nobody around me second guessed it. Nobody around me thought anything about it. And so that was an example of playing up Spencer's assets and not his, hi Jen, and not worrying about his deficiencies. I wasn't running around saying Spencer's not the captain of the football team or the lacrosse team. What I did was say, my son plays cello, and how cool is that? Like, he's doing it, he's rocking it. Who knows, maybe he'll be in a rock and roll band. And no, he actually didn't want to do that. I was projecting. And no, he likes symphony music, and that was, so then I embraced that. Yeah, he's gonna kick ass in a symphony. So I think it's really just about the way that you look at things and understand that the way you present yourself and your family is really under your control. And it's really okay if your kids are a little crazy or not perfect, but you know what? Embrace it, own it, love it, and play up to all of that. And I think that the key with our kiddies is really to find what they're good at, regardless of whether or not we think it's what they should be doing. But really, if that's what they're good at, whether it's cello, whether it's digging ditches, whatever it is, my mother used to always say, if you wanna, what did she dig ditches or build, I don't know, caves, whatever it was, as long as you're happy, I'm happy. So it's kind of like that. If cello makes my son happy, then you know what? Rock it out, own it, love it, be proud, and that really is what makes things perfect. Not the wrinkle-free dress and the perfect hair and the perfect makeup, although I'm not gonna lie, I do like a good hair and like a good makeup, but regardless, there are plenty of times that I've looked like a hot mess, many, many times, and that's just not what's important. You know, we have to support our children, we have to support our family, and we have to love them for all of the greatness that they bring, and, you know, work with their deficiencies, as I say. So that is all I have for tonight. Quick, simple, easy, that's my big tip. Play up the assets, diminish the deficiencies, screw those women that you think have it all together, because trust me, they're crazy. And I wanted to let you guys know that I will be taking the month of July off from my Facebook Lives. I will be coming back in the beginning of August, and we will do back to school and get ready. And I just want everybody to have an awesome, awesome summer. Enjoy your kids. And of course, I'm still here. So anybody has any questions, you guys know that I'm here. Write in, text me, call me, do whatever, email me, post on my page, do whatever you need to do. I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. It's just a month of no Facebooks. That's all. So I will be back in the beginning of August. Can you guys believe that we're going to already be talking about back to school? That's some crazy shit. But that's what we're going to be doing. So I know some of you guys have kids that are off at sleepaway camp, and I hope everybody is adjusting beautifully to that. And I just started watching Bloodline, and I don't know if any of you guys watch it. It was the suggestion of my friend today. I don't know if you guys are watching anything on Netflix. Write me in, let me know what you guys like. I like all that stuff. So we're looking for a new show. So tell me what you guys are digging these days. And I have no problem admitting that I binge watch. So that's me. It's all me. Bloodline rocks. Okay, well, we just finished one episode. Season 1, episode 1. And so we'll see how much binging takes place this weekend. So that is it, you guys, for tonight. For the rest of the summer until August, back to school. I love you guys. Keep in touch with me, and just because we're not doing Thursday nights doesn't mean that I'm not going to pop in every now and again and say hi and check in and tell you guys funny things that are happening in my summer and my kids and my life. So I love you all. I will see you in a month. Bye.